Okay, this is how to play, I think it's their last song by Blink-182. It's called Not Now. It goes like this. Okay, so that's the intro and the main riff that comes like throughout the song and comes right at the end of the song as well. So it starts off with octaves. So check out our octave lesson for how to play them, but essentially, as you know, you just use those two fingers. So it starts off at the 9th fret, index finger on the A string, third finger on the G string at the 11th fret. So you're only playing those two notes. Your index finger rests on that bottom E string, muting it, and your index finger also rests on that D string, muting that as well. And then try and mute the other two as well, so you can just strum away and not hit any of the other notes. So slide that shape down to the 5th fret, up to the 7th, up to the 9th, then back down, and then you end with the slide up from the 7th to the 9th. So I'll play that slowly. Then the last time you play it, and then get ready with your distortion, and then you go to the power chord bit, okay, so it's not quite as simple as just power chords, this bit. The first one is that B power chord. So index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Then you slide up to the 5th fret. And what I'm doing now is I'm barring my index finger over the first 3 strings, well, bottom 3 strings of the 5th fret, and my 3rd finger's on the 7th fret of the D string. And then standard power chord, A power chord, my index finger on the 5th fret, bottom string. So I'll play it slowly. And slide that down 2 frets to G. So that's the trickiest bit, that chord there. What I'm doing there is index fingers on the bottom string, 2nd fret, and then your little finger stretches up to the 5th fret of the A string, and then your 3rd finger is on the 4th fret of the D string. So practice that slowly, just playing that chord and then sliding it down to that. Then the second time you play it, that time instead of that chord that we did earlier, just the normal standard D power chord with the index finger on the 5th fret of the A string. Then the rest of it's exactly the same as before. that there's a pre-chorus bit before that, which goes like this. So you would notice that my little finger just stays exactly where it is the whole time. Normally with octaves I would play the top note of the octave with my third finger, but this time just using my little finger, because it means I can move around a lot easier around the fretboard, it frees up my other fingers. So little finger stays there on the 7th fret of the G string, and my index finger, as normal with an octave, would be there on the 5th fret A string. So starts like this. Slide the index finger down 1 fret, a little finger stays exactly where it is. Then your third finger goes on the bottom string, 7th fret. Then back to that one. The first chord we play, and then index finger moves down 1 string to the bottom string, 5th fret, and then slides down 2 frets to the 3rd. So that's quite a stretch, so just practice that for a bit on its own. So I'll play it slowly.